How's that for a backdrop? Pretty cool, eh? Okay, I got a quick message for all you. I think we're getting like 500 to 1,000 new people are coming every 24 hours. Pretty incredible. And obviously I'm poking the bear at both ends nonstop. That's what I do. And it's no secret that the internet is absolutely monitored and controlled. Okay. So on that note, I was trying to get the podcast up as fast as I could before the YouTube channel got blasted away off the planet. Because to be honest, I expect it to get deleted at any time as we go each week anyway. But so just to let you know, I got an email from Apple Podcasts, I think, and Google Play today. The facts by howtohunt.com. That's the name of the podcast, and it's available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spreaker, 7 or 8 or 9 other outlets for podcasts. It's available now, okay? So as time goes and as time allows, I'm going to keep taking the audio from all the past popular messages on the YouTube channel, and I'm going to load them up on the podcast, okay? And of course, obviously, every single video message that we make now will also automatically go onto the podcast the same day. So I strongly urge as many of you as I can to hopefully go grab that podcast and keep it in case we get deleted here, and then we can continue to deliver you the true honest messages nonstop anyway, which is the goal. Okay, so what else? Yeah, and soon I'm going to be traveling around, and I'm going to have some very, very, very knowledgeable people join me in some very serious fact-filled conversations, and I'm going to share those with you on the podcast. And as long as we can continue to, we'll share it on the YouTube channel as well. But I wouldn't be surprised if the YouTube channel gets deleted. Yeah, not too far off in the near future. And if it does, you know, we'll just make another one. We keep going back anyway. Nobody ever gives up, right? So there you go. So that is the message I got for you all today. And following this message, I will probably roll right into a shared encounter story with me via the email once again. So there you go. Once again, the podcast is called The Facts by howtohunt.com. And if you are after the knowledge or angling and hunting and outdoor knowledge from true professionals, you can always go on to iTunes, Google Play, and grab our outdoor knowledge-filled apps by How to Hunt Outdoors Limited. Okay, big game hunting, blacktail hunter, stillwater fly fishing. What else we got? I don't even remember them all. But there's a bunch there, and there's 2 more very important ones coming up too. And that's what I got to share with you today. With this epic, absolute, unbelievable backdrop behind me as we travel the valley right now. I'm using the conservation tools chapter on my Moose Hunter app with a big blaster speaker, and we're belting out wolf calls right now, trying to locate wolves and see where they are. So there you go. See y'all shortly. All right, for all you guys that are tuned into the podcast, listening to this audio version, if you want, there's also a video version where you can watch my ugly mug tell the story. It's going to be on the YouTube channel at the same time, uploaded soon afterwards. Okay? Anyways, here's an interesting one. This comes sort of near where I grew up on Vancouver Island. And some of you will find this interesting because obviously on the west coast of North America, actually a lot of North America, apparently there's a lot of grow up type things going on with marijuana. And you always wonder, because these people are usually going remote, secretive. And obviously when you do that, same as my hunting style, remote, secretive, that's when you start bumping into things by accident. Listen to this one. The live show was excellent. Looking forward to the podcast. The Trudeau comment was deadly. I couldn't agree more. That's not hard, really, is it? I had a couple encounters when I was younger and spent my entire life sharing these stories and getting ridiculed. A close friend of mine who once laughed at my story recently shared a story with me. This story took place September 2010 or 2011. A group that he was with was harvesting an outdoor grow show operation on Hardwick Island, just off the east coast of Vancouver Island near Sayward. I've been up around Sayward, and there's been a bunch of incidents from the Sayward area. I've actually helped up and videotaped a Roosevelt elk hunt there in the past. It's pretty remote, pretty gnarly country, and you can definitely feel the vibe around there for sure. But anyways, back to the story. The grow operation was a 30-minute hike in from the beach. He was cleaning up all the garbage from the recently harvested area. He was cleaning up all the garbage from the recently harvested area. The group he was with took off down to the boat before him. He finished bagging up all the garbage and started making his way down the trail to the boat. He was probably 15 to 20 minutes from the boat when a large 9-foot male walked out on the trail in front of him, stopped, and stared at him from about 40 feet. He told me the Sasquatch is more human than ape, with dark eyes, dark brown hair, and looked at him with evil, angry stare. I guess he didn't want to give me any marbles. He felt the look was telling him to leave and leave now. The Sasquatch walked back into the bush opposite the direction of where it came from, and my friend had no choice but to walk in the same direction and pass through that same area to make his way back to the boat. He blacked out from fear on the trip back to the boat. Needless to say, this experience completely changed him, and he apologized for laughing me off when we were younger. Liam Fitzsimmons. Thanks, Liam. Another informative story shared from my home rock, Vancouver Island, and yet another incident of somebody who once laughed and mocked and ridiculed people when it came to this topic, and then they had to eat crow. Whatever, you know what? There's no sense in laughing at them and saying, "See, I told you so." It is what it is. It's too much for the average person to wrap their bean around, and we're gonna get to the bottom of this soon, and we're gonna turn this around. We're gonna help a lot more people to come out and talk openly about it. And it's funny. You know, with our society today, I don't know why celebrity flavored human beings are so looked up to. I just don't get it. I mean, let's face it, your average celebrity is basically a drone that's told what to wear, how to speak, where to stand, and how to act. Keyword act, right? To look for them for final word on any topic in the real world is about as useful as asking a stick for it, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, let's face it, especially if you want to get to the nuts and bolts of these topics and more. You know, as an example of how insane it is to think that a celebrity needs to have a say at this, I'm going to give you a solid example why they shouldn't have any say in this, and you shouldn't look towards celebrities for anything except entertainment, because that's what they are. They're just entertainers on average, right? And just to help you make sense of it, let's just say you came to my backyard or Vancouver Island or wherever, let's take Cayuga, the fishing village I mentioned to all you before. You can look it up and Google it. Let's just say we went to Cayuga for the first time, met the people there, the indigenous people that live in Cayuga, or any native community. Their family tree in that land is basically about 1,000 times older than the word Canada, right? And they basically flat out, every single person in that community looked you in the eye and filled you in about these giant hairy beings that are frequent the mountains surrounding the village. Sometimes they come into the village, steal food, terrorize people, scream at them, throw rocks at them, and it's very intimidating, and they don't consider them safe on average. And there has actually been different various incidents of these beings taking women and children the odd time, okay? And still today, Native communities let out the warning when these things are around to keep the women and children under wraps, and that's a fact. All right? Now, let's just say it's the first time you went to that land, that community, and you heard these details shared with you. You took it in. But then all of a sudden, some comedian that lives in a city in, say, California, laughs out loud, says they're idiots, and that it's a big joke and a farce, and they have been drinking too much or whatever, and goes to ridiculing them and belittling them. Now use your common sense. Which side of the street is the true idiot, and which side of the street are the honest, informative people who are sharing knowledge with you?